Hey Josh, can you hear me now? Yeah, I think my mic was off or something like that. Oh, perfect. Doing okay, doing okay. How are you doing? Hope all is well. Oh, nice. Earlier I was actually working on some chain simulation, which was actually kind of cool to get this thing just um, wrapped around the bars. And for this particular setup, this is one of the chains from Megascans, and I ended up just bringing this into Blender and running a simulation to get this thing kind of set up like this. So when the player comes up to the door and it's kind of like this, and I think let's see if I change it to locked. I think it should show as locked. Well, you know what? It actually works pretty well. The only thing that you need to do is, and I need to find where I don't have pipes in this thing. Um, so you need to make the chains, like you need to make the elements really big because it's also based on size, for the physics sim to work. Yeah, yeah. So I've tried with Blender 3, and that worked really well. I'm still getting the used to Blender 3 point something, whatever it is. Um, Yeah, exactly. So that's what I did for my chain. Like I made it like really big. I think it started to clip for the camera. And all right, so there is locked. That's good. I don't like the fact that it's kind of just like inching towards you when I try to interact with it. So yeah, that's what I ended up doing. Made this really big for the simulation to work properly. And then once everything ran, I just made it small again. So I think it to me it turned out very acceptable. So yeah, let me try. I'm gonna turn off the music real quick. I wanted to see if the audio is playing on these doors when I try to interact. And see, I think this part doesn't have collision, so I can go through it. Alright, so something plays. It's probably not the best sound out there, but it'll do, at least for now. Oh, I mean, not sure when you were the last on here. This is the same project that I've been working on for years now. uh, Years and years. And oh, I think it was physics enabled maybe. So yeah, it's just progressing slowly, but it's moving forward. Um, 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 I have a lot of the stuff like I'm not sure when you last were on the stream, but in the meantime, I have missions set up, the UI kind of shared with the inventory, um, let's see, the the metahumans NPCs where I'm using their the head, for like a better look, along with maybe I can show you on this one. So yeah, it's the survival game. Um, when you enter the world through the plane crash, as a lot of other games, and um, you have to discover what was going on. Due to the plane crash, you don't know where you're at, and so you start interacting with these NPCs that are gonna give you some missions from the get-go, and you just kind of move along and discover the story. Hey, Moby Tech, Moby Tick, Tech, Moby. I was gonna say Moby Dick, but no. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so there's this is a little bit of an issue, not necessarily, but I need to. Apparently, I shouldn't put one over the other. Hopefully, the music is not too loud either. Apparently, this the NPC is overriding or I mean the door is overriding me interacting with the NPC, because they also have, yeah, so like right here works. They have a dot product, and since is one in front of the other, if I'm here, let's see, so and yeah, Josh, the other thing is I've worked a way around to get some lip movement from the NPC, and of course, you have the quests. Right now, the save, the quest save is kind of messed up, so that's why I get like a bunch of these at the same time. But yeah, this is how the UI looks as far as the quest slash inventory. So let's see what's going on with this thing here. Physics isn't disabled. Let's see if gonna try to get it in a little closer for the NPC, for the player. Where's that damn start? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so this week I've been prototyping some of these bunker corridors, and I wasn't happy with what I had before. This kind of corrugated metal, which was do I still have some around here? And maybe I don't. It was just a simple cylinder, but now this one has a little bit more shapes to it. I've actually watched a couple of bunker exploration videos, and they were really useful actually. So so it gave me this idea of this kind of design, and did some texturing in Mixer, Quixel Mixer, and this is what I ended up with. So yeah, let's see what's happening with this door. Can we make it act properly? Huh. Why is it that did it settle? I disabled physics. It should not. see, this one should not have any collisions. Oh, but it does. Oh, that's a bummer. It shouldn't. So let's see if it bounces out of it again. What's happening? Huh. This is odd. I don't have anything else added to it, like as far as physics go. Let me try something. Sometimes you have to delete it and bring it back in when it comes to some of these blueprints. So I'm gonna try and do that. Like I said, if the music is too loud, let me know. So let's do door. So let's try just with this one. Physics enabled. Yeah, I mean, that's how it's supposed to behave. And there's no collision there, but so this one's got collision from the get-go. First, yeah, I forgot to. So whenever you, the way I have it set up is through a dot product. So when it comes to interacting with items, so the dot product being that the door was flipped compared to the one that this blueprint starts with, uh, the the dot product was off to the side. So now, and there it goes. The only thing I don't like is still that it doesn't. It's doing this kind of thing when I run into it. Hey Gunesh, welcome. Yeah, indeed. Um, it's you know it varies greatly sometimes with the time that I stream and when people are available and so on and so forth. So so yeah, thank you so much for joining. But yeah, there's been some additions. Not sure if you've checked some of the later or the previous streams. Um, and But yeah, there's been quite a few additions, and yeah, it's also the time zones definitely. Like sometimes I stream later at night, and everybody in Europe is gonna be probably asleep. so, so that's why sometimes, at least in the weekend, I try to do it in the weekend and stream during the day. So at least for that. Oh, and you know what? I haven't thought of the collisions for this guy. This guy shouldn't have collisions. Let's see. It doesn't have collisions, so it should be fine. Collision. But yeah, unless you haven't joined for a bit, now there's like all these. This is kind of how the NPCs are gonna look, and you know, made them interactable. Like the lips move, you know, a little bit automated or like kind of procedural generated lip movement, and but you know they all have like a list of dialogues and quests they can give you, and you can change some of the you know, from the head skeletal mesh, like I can do one of the other metahumans just as easy. Let's see, I think Omar was one of the ones that I liked also. Let's see, where is he? He's here. So it's as easy as that. Of course, the oh, this is the kind of a little bit of a odd shaped Omar. I was playing around with uh, with some of the Andromeda. That's it. Uh, I was playing around with some of the metahumans, and I guess some of them got switched. And also, I'm not sure if the I'm wondering if the groom bindings might also affect the way like the eyes are set. Um, let's see if I actually do some of his stuff, if that's gonna make any change. Though I'm not entirely sure what. Let's see. So that's the hair, eyelashes. Yeah, or is it the eyebrows? Hey Brawl, this is a game that I've been working on for many years. It's been a passion project of mine, you know, kind of outside of work. And currently, what I'm working on right now is one of the NPCs in the game, at least kind of just a prototype NPC. And yeah, so let's get some of Omar's stuff. Oh, you are? That's awesome. What are you planning on doing for the Mega Jam? Alright, so there's Omar with the eyebrows, eyelashes. Let's see, male hair. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, so they're gonna do a theme and then everybody has to follow the theme. Is that what it is? Oh, nice. I'm really interested in how you're gonna how that's gonna work. Let me so Brawl Pass, are you asking about Unreal Engine 5? Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, let me know. So here is loss. Let's see, Omar. This is definitely not how Omar looks on my end. I'm kind of wondering why the eye is bulging. Let's do the eyelashes. This is what's odd about the head. Oh well, Gunesh, do I have you on Discord? You can send it to me on Discord if I have you on there. Let me try with a different. Let me try Nassim. Nassim has a good one as well. Let's see if this one is also. Yeah, see, that's how it's supposed to look. I'm not entirely sure um, why Omar was a little off. Though I think I've exported it a couple of times, so they tend to get messed up sometimes. But yeah, this particular the particular body for this is this character factory, I think, and yeah, yeah, so, absolutely. I sometimes post when I stream on Discord, but I have seen very little people coming from Discord, I think, to the streams. So it's mostly YouTube subscribers that join the stream. Uh, that they see that there's a bunch of steps, right? You have to be on YouTube. You have to see that somebody is streaming or get that notification, and then you have to be doing something that kind of that's interesting. Let's join. So yeah, I mean it's tough if you even look at the people that have millions of subscribers when they do a stream. It's some thousands of people joining. Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's true, and that's also true. Like, um, but I like YouTube better than Twitch. I think it's a better platform for streaming. At least for me, I feel that way. All right, so there's Nassim. Um, the one that I've also tried, at least for like a female body, was also this one. So she looks quite alright. For like an NPC. Um, and I thought I had another one that was looking a little bit better. Well, um, yeah, it's sometimes I have to will myself into doing it. Like, okay, I'm gonna do it now, kind of thing. So it's that's definitely a thing as well, and yeah, it's you know, you have to talk to people, and and sometimes I'm like, you know, okay, I got this thing to do, so I'm not gonna stream. Or um, and especially when it comes to blueprints, I don't usually stream blueprints because it's kind of boring. Uh, like uh, the other day I was trying to implement a um, a crawling mechanism. So coming out of this marketplace package, and it's how do you call it? It was pretty not complicated, but following the steps, you know, and then troubleshooting some of the issues. It's yeah, streaming is hard, and especially it is and it isn't. You know, like I think if you like playing video games, right? You know, um, it's kind of like I think when it comes to playing video games and streaming, it's easier because um, you know there's less thinking. At least the way I look at it. Sometimes, especially with a lot of video games, it's kind of like you can just talk through it a lot easier. When it comes to me and streaming, when it comes to level design and streaming, it's a lot easier, you know, because it's just like visual aspect of things. But then when you go into coding, you know, visual coding, I think it's easier to stream because you also have to like think about, oh well, uh, who's inheriting this behavior from where, and so it gets a little bit more complicated. But yeah, when it comes to like the visual aspect of things, I think it's a lot easier to stream, and that's why I do it when I either make things like this or like gameplay, right? Um, and yeah, exactly. When you try to do something more that takes a little bit more, you know, you know, brain waves and concentration. It's kind of like, okay, I gotta be, you know, it's gotta be quiet for a little bit, and I gotta think about all these things that come together. So that's why it's a little harder to do coding and streaming. Yeah, you can record yourself doing some of that, but I think at least for me it's a little bit more difficult. And I've noticed that when it's something visual like this, which I think like I'm no expert or artist, but I'm pretty happy how this turned out. You know, for my level of 3D environment design or and lighting and all that. So, you know, something like this, I love to see to share it with people and see what they think, and a lot of ideas I got off of streams, especially when it comes to the level design. It might be a little bit tougher with blueprints because you know you have to go through a bunch of different blueprints to get to the root of the problem. And but with level design and you know texturing and all, I think it's easier. And a lot of people can contribute probably a lot easier too. You know, kind of just you know kind of that color is off, or you know that looks a little bit odd, or you know that doesn't feel like it fits. So yeah. Okay, rant over. Let me push this guy back and get back to a little bit of some of the stuff that I was also planning on doing today. So this is what this area is. This is a kind of a well, first of all, the pipes, not the pipes, but this kind of corridor is going to be used throughout the bunker area to connect different areas, right? So and so you'll be walking a lot through these, and right now they're made out of these pieces, right? So this kind of like just a straight piece, then a 90-degree piece, like here, and exactly like a maintenance tunnel for the bunker. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using it anywhere else. I mean, the bunker is gonna have a bunch of like the activity, and like the NPCs are gonna be the more important ones are gonna be there that are gonna give you the the story related quests. So So that's why initially what I had, and maybe I can find this and show you. This is what I had before for these tunnels. Um, let's see, corrugated. So it used to look. Let me see. Maybe I can place it somewhere that can be somewhat visible. Yeah. So it used to look like this. And while it's not bad, I just felt um, there was no how should I put this, like added details. Or with the current one, you have these braces and these connections in between. The rust is kind of showing, um, showing on the edges, just kind of coming in. So I felt this one looks a little bit better. And yeah, the other one looks exactly like a sewer. And I do have a sewer area planned, and I might make use of that. So I'll see. Maybe I'll try and use that. I kind of like this one for sewers as well. And again, the biggest thing to me is this kind of the difference in having these things kind of coming in, and the shadows that come off of it. So that is a great point. That's one of the things that I've tried to use a spline mesh with this. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out so well. It works really well for like cables. Um, so this one's a spline. But when it comes to these, um, what I ended up with was either pieces being stretched out, and then when it comes to corners, they were looking pretty bad. Like let's see, can I select this light? Yeah, so when it came to this corner here, the result out of the spline was not very pleasant to look of that. And so yeah, it's just the spline is not a headache, but especially when it comes to these big pieces, and that they're kind of that don't really, you see them up, they're really big, so they take up a bunch of the screen. When it comes to cables, you don't necessarily notice that they're stretched, or they um, that there's like a weird bend in it. Like for example here, um, I was able to just bend it around these corners, around the ladder, pretty easily. So yeah, that's why I kind of like. And plus, they're all modular, so they snap in place. And it made it pretty easy to build it out. Um, So one of the things that I wanted to do, this is also going to be one of these corridors, is going to be one of the entrances into the bunker, and through a ventilation shaft. Yeah. Do I have you on Discord? Oh, here's my Discord, and anybody else that's on the stream and wants to chat or something, um, or has any questions. And the Discord server for the game is, let me see, can I copy that one? Um, how do you copy the notification? notifications. Custom invite link, that's not it. Invites. Yeah, I'd have to figure it out. They've changed some of the things in here. I can't seem to figure out. Let's see, I think I just got it. Awesome. Yeah, it used to be. Oh, I think maybe is it right click and create an invite? Invite people. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. So let's do invite expire never. Okay, there we go. I guess it never changes. So at least for the game where I sometimes post that I'm gonna stream, this is it here. Um, and sometimes people have posted, a while back, people have posted questions about just game development in general, and I try to help out folks as much as I can. But yeah, if anybody's interested. So what I wanted to say was that in let's see, where is the corridor? I have kind of a little bit of a messy thing here. So the cool thing about Blender is you can make stuff like this. Which I totally like. Oh yeah, awesome. So this is how I made the bends. Right now this one is a 45-degree angle if I want to make a kind of a longer one. And the one thing that I want to do is I also want to create kind of like a T-junction, I think it's what they called. So so basically what would happen, this, let me see, am I selecting the bolts as well? This would come into this, and then kind of like that. So this would be the ventilation shaft with yeah, T-junction, that's it, T-junction. So so this should be kind of interesting to make. It's let's see if let's see how it goes. One thing that I'm probably gonna do is join these, and it just broke the. Maybe I'll keep that separate and first just do this part and then try and apply the bolts. So let's add an array and see if we can cut into it. So let's see, I think with 3 pieces that might work. And then yeah, and also the nice thing about having this shape is that you can spin it around and have the rib, I would call them ribs, you know, go a little bit at a slightly different angle than the one next to it. Just that would give some extra variety with that, the one that um, feels a little bit more like a for a sewer. There might be a variation in the texture, but that's about it. So that's why I'm kind of enjoying having this shape in here. So let's see if we can cut into this piece. I'm curious myself to see how it might turn out. So this might go all the way to here. And let's see, can we make a oh, not there, but there. you know what? That's true. That might make it easier than doing it like this. If I just cut into each one of them. So I think it might be easier if I just let them the way they are, and then add a cube. You know, rotate by 9. Sorry, rotate by 45. So cut the slice in the middle, and then cut the sides of this one. And yeah, the symmetry of 45. You know what? That might be. I think that you're right. That might be better. Instead of having an array, I'm wondering if this should have a mirror. Like this. And then I can probably control it a little bit better. Oops, not the other way around. So I think I might be okay, to be honest with you, as far as the UVs go. When it comes to cutting stuff out, you the only thing that might happen is this, where let's cut them out a little bit better. Where this stuff gets in the middle. I'm not entirely sure if that's a union. Maybe union would work a little bit better, and then I can just remove this piece. So then what I'm hoping for, well, yeah, but with the subtraction, so or the difference, there's this piece that gets left inside, and that's why I'm thinking maybe like this. It still does the cut, but I think after that it might be easier to select the rest of it. So let's I'll give that a try, see how that goes. I'm actually gonna move this to a different layer because I'm messing with so now let's do um to some extent, like right now it's centered. Um, so, and you know, there's nothing wrong with eyeballing. You can just you know, you can fake it with some other pieces afterwards, I'm thinking, and you know, maybe like a rusted beam or something. But let's see how this turns out. What was the one that I wanted? Difference. Not sure why that's happening. I'm gonna try and make this into like a solid thing. Sometimes I hate booleans. It does some of it right, but I'm not sure why this one is not behaving properly. Yeah, good point. Well, uh, my understanding is that with 3, stuff have gotten quite a bit better, but I have still yet to spend the time to work with 3. So. Alright, so I guess there's a little bit of cleanup here and there. Not too bad. Yeah, I mean, um, the thing that I've done just recently with Blender was that chain simulation for that door. So to me, that turned out okay. Alright, so let's see. This one got applied. Alright, so that looks okay there. Let's apply this one. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Um it's definitely not easy. So I think when people start, some of the interface is a little bit, daunting. Whoa, check that out. I don't think I could have planned it. If I planned it, I don't think we would have come out this way. There's definitely some pieces here that are like a little bit off. But overall, the all these kind of cuts join pretty well. Besides this one here. And again, this if this was a more kind of um, exact placement of those cubes, they would have definitely come out a lot better. But let's yeah, there's definitely a bevel that I'm applying on these edges. So this one here, I'll see how it comes out. But first of all, let me clean up some of the bolts and export it to the engine and see how it looks. Hey, Podcurland. Oh, nice. Are you planning on using UE5 as well? Oh, nice. Yeah, I definitely want to see more usage with UE5. It is um, we're not seeing a lot of stuff with UE5 just yet, so all right. Let's see how this junction turns out. And I'm gonna try and place it right there. I've been doing some like with UE5. I've been doing some um oh no, I'm not. Unfortunately, oh, the collision mesh is actually just blocking volumes. That's literally what I have for the collision mesh for these things. Because you're only gonna be driving down a rectangular shape space anyways. So that's what I do. Well, game development is about cheating, right? So or making it simple on you. But yeah, Podcurland, I hopefully I'm saying that right. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to join just because of time. So and depends on the game as well. Um, with me, if I'm like very stuck on the FPS type video games and those single player ones to be more specific. So yeah, but I think the only games that are not first person FPS games. Oh no, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not stuck on the FPS fully. I've played a bunch of like third person, like Max Payne. I loved Max Payne. That was there were some really good games. Even the third one. I'm not sure why they don't make another one. Maybe that one didn't sell so well. But I really enjoyed the third one. Also Dead Space, Mad Max. Mad Max was a very to me a very underrated game, like extremely underrated. And um, you know, like StarCraft. That was um, that was a game that I loved, and Diablo. But yeah, as far as um, oh, and something that is not shooter type game or action, Frostpunk. Frostpunk, I think I've spent some of the biggest amount of hours playing that, and that was a game that I was kind of waiting for a while before buying it, and when I did, I played the hell out of it. So I played it so much, and that game is just at least to me was amazing. So I can't wait for Frostpunk 2. But yeah, Mad Max was again something that it looked kind of interesting, and I just also didn't get into it until somebody kept telling me about it, and I said, okay, I'm gonna give this a try, and I'm so happy I did. Oh, nice. Yeah, those were some games that um, I think so. I've tried Portal, and I've tried I think Subnautica for a little bit. It just didn't. I don't know why. It just they didn't capture my attention for too long. Not sure why. Because everybody raves about them, and but yeah, not sure. Right, right. So I guess this is where the everything on this side joined in perfectly or almost. So I'm guessing to make this better, it would have to be I would have to be a little bit more careful where I make the cuts. So just have them snap to in some locations so that I don't get this gap on this side. Yeah. But aside from that, let's add. Actually, I'm gonna extend this post-process volume to cover that area as well. So let me just do that. And then add another light. Oops, come on, I gotta be in the screen. Oh yeah, go ahead. I'll be here for at least another half an hour anyways, before my stomach started to rumble a little bit, so rumble. Yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna be probably till at least 1:15 my time. So yeah, about another half an hour. But if you're not back by then, I'll talk to you on Discord. Oh, nice. That's exactly. I think that's an awesome mechanic. The you know the entering the mechs, like what was that game just recently, Titanfall? Yeah, Titanfall. Like that one, I was so bummed out that it was, I think when they first came out with it was only for single player, and then they made it or sorry, multiplayer, and then they gave it a single player campaign, and I was like, oh yeah, finally, this is awesome. Future Cop LA. Okay, I'll write that down and take a look, cause if it's mechs, I like mechs. Oh, okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, um, with the spline, you can't really do this. So at least I don't think you can. I don't think you can spin, and if it does, it's just gonna deform. But I don't think you can, like on the direction of the spline. You can't spin things around themselves. So this is another one of the Ganesh. If you're gonna watch this later, this is another one of the reasons for not choosing to go with like a modular type of setup rather than a spline. So one of the things that I wanted to try, well, yeah, one of the things I think you hadn't joined by then with splines, I think they work out really well when it comes to cables, like like this is a spline. So I think this works really well for that. When it comes to like bigger pieces, it might work okay for pipes, but I think when it comes to things that you might that take up more of the screen, it it they might you might notice them a little bit easier, that they're the texture are stretched out, or they, if you don't like move with the grid when it comes to that. So it might be a little bit more difficult to keep control, but especially when it comes to bigger pieces like this, I think that again take a lot of the screen space. I think having them um, uh, made in a modular fashion, I think works a little bit better. So before one of the things that I wanted to add here is I have um, I have climbing enabled, so you can go up on stairs and or ladders, sorry, not stairs, but ladders. And the other thing that I have with this custom movement was also just regular climbing. So I'm gonna try and test this out here first and see how this works. But I want to also test the oh, hey Ganesh. So we're still here. I wanted to test the climbing going through a different section. Yeah, so I think visually this looks better than that sewer thing, especially when you climb on it. And with the rebar, oh, sorry about that. Just 1 second. So yeah, okay, so this works fine. But what I was hoping for is, let's see if how that's gonna work. This package that has this ladder system comes with also a way to climb on. It's not just as a linear, uh, specific distance type of ladder, but it's also like an ability to climb, like you were climbing rocks or doing rock climbing like that. So let me try and find that and see if I can work something out that might work along with these kind of things. Like you might have a broken piece of ladder or a broken rung of this, and then you would grab onto this piece and then have a couple of these and then maybe grab onto another piece or another little rib here. So I'm gonna give that a try before ending the stream and see how that goes. Let's see, where is that custom movement? Yeah, well, sort of free. It's on a set path, so it's not you're not free-ish. I like that. I love that, free-ish. It's let's see how that would look. I'm gonna move this to the side, and if it doesn't look too well, the ladder looks um, more than acceptable to me. So I can do with that one as well. So but with and oh, that's no good. What's broken? Oh, that's not bad at all. I was hoping it's gonna be something yeah, when I transitioned from the ALS V3 to V4, I had to make a bunch of changes to where I was casting to the V3 actor, and but I'm actually happy that I transitioned over to that because it does work quite a bit better when it goes into because it has the mantling, and so that definitely has some pluses. And so at the moment, this piece looks because I made it for rock, so it's got a like a carabiner, carabiner I think is what it's called. right? So it kind of looks like that. And but let's see, you know, I'm trying to place them right where the joints would be, like an attach point. Yeah. So what's cool about this system is that now I'm gonna add this guy, and then from this guy I'm gonna add this guy. So I think we might be able to give it a try. I still need to figure out what's going on with the physics of this door. Alright, so yeah, that works actually really nice. And unfortunately you can't go back down because I don't have I have to the things have to go both ways. So these attach points. And yeah, the only thing is it looks okay when it's on one of these edges here, but you know, I can yeah, that is a marketplace content. It's called custom movement. It was actually free at one point, and since I'm a hawk when it comes to free stuff, uh, it's and it's really easy, I mean, or sort of, to implement it with the ALS. Yeah, we are, uh, and that's what it was really, that I really enjoyed it. That I was able to implement it with ALS pretty easy, and there's some documentations on it. And I think there's quite a few people using it, so which is good. But anyways, let's do. I'm gonna, since it looks a little weird when you um, when you attach to this guy. Let's see, where's my start? So let's move this more towards this end here. Um, so what I'm gonna do is, oh, I think I know. So just to make it so not too, I mean, it's not, it doesn't need a lot of skill. It's just moving up and down. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it. Actually, I want to see if this works. If if I can combine these zone climbs with the ladder. I haven't tried this yet, so it's also a first for me. So it'd be kind of the broken ladder to some point, but then it just like straightens out, and it's like you can climb the ladder up. But I'm wondering if if you get to this point and you enter the ladder space, how's the transition gonna look? So you climb there, you climb there. You can't really exit it, so let's see if I move it somewhere around here, because I think there's also like the one when you exit, this is top hold, and why would it, that's odd. I think I needed to update the one in the middle. So let's add these one more time. So that one, and then this one, and it being top hold, maybe it's gonna exit and transition into the ladder, but I'm not sure how smooth that's gonna be. Eesh. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. Well, I guess the one thing to do is set up a platform. You know, back to making some cheats. So I'm gonna try and spin this around like 90 degrees and move it over here. Maybe I need it a little bit more, like that. And then you climb off of this thing and onto a platform. So let's see how that would work. Let's try and put it somewhere right above this lip there, or right on it. I think that blends in pretty well. Okay, so in that case, this is not going to be top hold, and we're going to have another one here. Let's see if we spin it around. And then this one is going to be linked here. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. And I need to do something about that. It's only needs to be two-sided, I would think. Oh, did I not set that to top hold? No, I guess I did not. Oh no, he's I'm not sure if you've watched what is it? Free Solo, I think it's what it's called, with Alex Honnold. He climbs freehand El Capitan in Yosemite. Oh yeah, there you go. And not so much, but it ended up at the top, and that's what I wanted to see. So it's just a matter of changing these so they look a little bit more maybe a little bit more realistic. And yeah, the only thing is now there he goes. I think I might have just exited weird. So it looks okay. There's a couple of things that I need to change here, because this one should be let's see, 0. And then one of the issues that I ran into it. Yeah, exactly. That's a great point. That I'm gonna change it to that, and have at least one of the, maybe right. So here is already grabbing onto this, so I might just hide this, and then here is also on a kind of on a ledge, but yeah, over here it might just be the rung from the ladder. So one of the things that I was one of the issues that I was running into was come on, there we go. That with the ALS and the climbing mechanism, when you're up on the ladder and you turn your head, it was trying to turn the character, so it was going into that. If anybody's familiar with ALS, it was trying to go into this little shimmy, or like this little move that it does to transition to kind of rotate. And so what that one is based on like the look direction angle or something like that. So I just managed, I just whenever you enter a ladder, I limited how far you can look left and right, basically. So that's why when you, I'm not sure if you noticed with the other ladder, I couldn't look too far to the side. So let's see if this is the case now. Yeah, see, this is what's happening. Like if I try to move too much, it's running into a little bit of an issue. Oh, do you mean somebody that's oh, he's building a whole project on ALS. Oh, that's cool. But I'm not sure if he's using um, what was I gonna say? If he's using the custom movement part. But if he, you know, he's probably doing climbing. You know, nowadays it's kind of integral to games. So yeah, whenever I enter this ladder, it character. Yeah, so basically this is what I'm doing here. I'm just limiting the yaw angles. But so this one is at the same 90 0 0 0, and the same thing here. So I'm wondering why it doesn't. I would have to do a little bit of digging. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Pod Carland, if you do recall his name, or I'd be interested in seeing what he's doing with it. Oh, cool. Yeah, if you post that, that'd be amazing. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure if you can. Ganesh was mentioning that you might not be able to post in links. Yeah, I can't see it either. Is that the idea on YouTube? Oh, awesome. Yeah, go ahead and hopefully that will work on. I think that should work here in the chat. Yeah, so see, this is how it's supposed to behave. Like you can't look past this angle, so that way you don't get that little glitchy thing where the ALS is trying to spin. That's why I don't get it. Why on that one? Whoa! It's it's not applying the proper yeah, so this part here. Let me try something else. Come on. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, because I couldn't see it here either, so maybe it's just YouTube. Alright, so point of interest is on that ladder. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, see, now it worked. I'm wondering if it was too close to the other point. But okay, this works for the continuation of the climb. All right, well, I think that does it. And looks like I have to do the same thing in these. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. See this little shimmy, this little kind of. I guess when I entered these zone holds, I need to do the same thing. All right. Well, so excellent. Yeah, I think I've actually managed to do something on this stream that was very useful. I mean, I need to fix the little the T junction here, but besides this gap, and that's probably because I was eyeballing it. I think it's okay, you know. And even with this, you know, it can be faked with some kind of like one of those lines just coming across these. So, and I'll probably add that anyways. But but yeah, uh, thank you everyone so much for stopping by. There was quite a few people on the stream. That'd be that's awesome. And I'm probably gonna try and do another one tomorrow if I have everything in place as far as you know, kind of getting this climbing this kind of custom zone climbing thing to work properly, and or not properly, but so you can like twist and turn around it. And I'll what I'll try and do tomorrow is actually blend this entrance with the terrain. So actually have it that you exit through like a manhole or something like that into into the world, probably the forest. So so yeah, that's my plan for tomorrow. If I do end up streaming, I'll do my best to do a stream, and hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. right around the same time I'll try and do it. If I do, right before noon, and that way, hopefully, I can uh, I can get more people. People in Europe, Eastern Europe, farther east and west. So thank you so much for stopping by. Uh, uh, yeah, I mean, it's I get the entertainment factor out of it as well. So just chatting with folks, it's amazing. All right, y'all have a great Saturday or rest of your Saturday. If it's not too much left of it, but I'll hopefully I'll see you on the next one. All right, take care, everybody.